Hi, my name is Anya Lincoln, and these are affirmations to help you and support you on your journey of discovering that your happiness does not depend on the happiness of anyone around you, and that is a good thing. It's okay to be happy. It is not selfish. It is the best thing you can do for you, for your family, for your friends, and the community you live in. To be fully and unconditionally you. People think that being happy will make them indifferent to troubles of others, or will make them stop helping others. An unconditionally happy person is the best and most compassionate helper of all. Let's begin. I am grateful for this life that I am a part of. I am grateful for all people in my life, for people that I get to care for people who love me, and for people whom I love. I am grateful to be here. I am grateful and happy that I've come this far, even though things have not been easy for me. I'm grateful that I'm learning how to live a happier life. I'm taking small steps to be more authentic and more alive. I am learning how to be happier. I am mastering my own world. I am learning how to let go of my anxiety and feelings of responsibility for others. I am becoming a better friend, child, parent. All of my relationships are improving, and the key is my internal freedom. I allow myself to feel full range of my emotions. I give myself permission to be happy. I give myself permission to be sad. I give myself permission to be angry. My feelings are my own, and I have the right to experience them and freedom to let them go when I'm ready. I do not need for others to change for me to create the kind of experience that I want. People in my life have permission to experience a range of feelings too. Their feelings come from inside them. Only they can decide how happy they're going to be. I'm not responsible for other people's happiness. I am not responsible for how their life turns out. I am not responsible for how fulfilled or successful they are or will be in the future. I am not responsible for how much or how little they love themselves. I am clear about my responsibility to others and to myself. I love what this clarity allows me to do. I am kind to myself and to others. I respect my environment and other people in it. I offer help and always ask for permission to help. I respect other people's boundaries. I am honest. I am authentic. I am compassionate. I am creative. I am wise. I do my work well. I am healthy. I work on my fears and doubts. I allow myself to love what I love. I celebrate life. I recognize that deep inside, on the level of energy, I'm connected to all people and to all things. But each person has their own experience, and I can only live my experience. I am responsible for my experience and what I bring into the world. Some people may think I can make them happy, but I know only they have the power to decide how happy and alive they will be. My happiness comes from inside me. My happiness is born in my own heart and isn't dependent on anything or anyone around me. I breathe deeply and I get quiet. I notice a small space in the center of my being where I experience peace. I pay attention to my heart and I allow it to open. I notice that there is warmth inside my heart. I allow it to grow. I feel my heart open wider and wider. I'm connected to a well of love. I let it rise up to the surface and fill my being. I notice my internal well-being in small and passing moments. I pay attention to the moments of quiet when I first wake up in the morning. I pay attention to the space between my thoughts when I go for a walk, dance, listen to music, or pet my dog. I allow myself to notice that I let myself feel better when I imagine one of my loved ones doing well. That is the power of my thought, my experience, my allowing myself to relax. My well-being is within me. No one controls my happiness. Even I don't control my happiness. It is just a part of my nature. I can only block my happiness and allow myself conditional access to it. My well-being is always there. My wisdom is always there. My life is always there. My creativity is always there. It is absolutely safe for me to be happy. It is safe for me to be happy even when others are not. My unhappiness or anxiety does not protect me or my loved ones. My clarity and independent well-being makes me a laser-focused and aware person. I allow myself to feel good unconditionally. I release any fear or resistance knowing that it is safe for me to experience true happiness and joy in my life. I trust that happiness is my natural state of being and I deserve to fully embrace and enjoy it. I don't need to earn happiness. I trust that beneath the clouds of passing thoughts, my inherent well-being is a deep and constant river. I release any hesitation or guilt about feeling happy. I release the grip of my attention on thoughts that cloud my happiness. All my worries and anxieties become less prominent and then disappear completely as my attention shifts to my inner core. I remember to breathe deeply. I remember to take breaks. I remind myself of what I want. I remind myself of my dreams. I allow myself to imagine what I would do if everyone I cared for was okay. I can do this now. I do not have to wait. I notice little things around me that make me and only me happy. I honor small moments when I can celebrate being me. I honor my own needs and desires, knowing that it is okay to say no and establish healthy boundaries. I trust my instincts about boundaries. Saying no is an act of self-care. I am not responsible for the reaction or feelings of another when I say no. They may be disappointed. They too may believe that their happiness depends on me. I allow myself to be the first one to break the pattern. okay with whatever reaction they have to the boundary that I set. I release any guilt about saying no to others. I release any guilt about saying yes to me. I value my time and my energy. I spend my energy on creating the life and the world that I want. I don't want to spend it on controlling what isn't mine to control. I accept that it is okay to disappoint others. Even if it doesn't feel good to me to disappoint others, I am grounded in my truth, and that feels right. I release the need to please everyone, understanding that some people will not be happy with my choices. It's okay for people to experience a range of feelings, including being upset with me. I make sure that on my end, my intentions are always good and never hurtful on purpose. I accept that some people may feel bad, even if I make the healthiest of choices. I'm not afraid of my feelings, good or bad. I know they come from my thoughts. I'm not afraid of other people's feelings, good or bad. I know they come from their thoughts. Thoughts and feelings aren't reality. They pass. I cultivate happiness and contentment within my heart in the present moment. I give myself permission to experience pure joy. I allow myself to experience joy and satisfaction in the simple pleasures of my life. My happiness is good for me. My happiness is good for others. Well-being is my divine right. Well-being is my nature. Well-being is the nature of every person that I love. I see that it is much more important for me to lead others into happiness than share suffering with them. It is more important that I offer healing and hope instead of staying stuck. I can only truly help others when I myself am okay. Yes, I know that it can be lonely to be happy, at least at first, and that is okay. I give this new way of being time. I shine my light brightly, and people connect to me on this new, happy level. I release the lie that it is selfish to be happy. People only act in selfish ways when they're deeply unhappy and in pain. Even though people in my life may not agree, setting myself free from being dependent on them for how I feel is the greatest gift I can give them. I am setting free people who come after me and people who have come before me. When I am truly happy, I am at my best. And this is what my world needs, me at my best. I have ultimate respect for the experience of each person. They have the right to feel what they feel. They have the right to their lessons. They have the right to figure it out for themselves or ask for help. I have the right to offer help and listen for their response. I help when I get the permission to help. I feel my heart. I feel my body. If there's any anxiety or tension in my body, I feel into it. I breathe into the parts of me that are tense, and I allow them to relax as much as they can in the moment. I take a moment to become present and mindful. I notice colors, smells, textures around me. The world is so rich and so beautiful, and I am so grateful. I notice that when I become very present, I don't actually know how others are doing or what they're feeling. I pay attention if there's any anxiety in me that is searching for this information about how others are doing, to tell me how I am supposed to feel. I decide to stay in my own life. I do not need any information about the other to know how present I want to be with myself now. I am the only person in my world that can decide whether or not I will tap into my well-being or put conditions on it. I remind myself that I cannot tolerate, suffer, manipulate, or scare anyone into happiness. I notice what I want to do and what I really don't want to do in my relationships. I allow myself to be compassionate, but still stay in my integrity. I am the whole universe manifested as form, and so is everyone that I love. We all have access to universal wisdom. I am powerful. They are powerful in their own right, even if they don't know it. We're all connected to the same source. I am connected to all life, but not dependent on anyone to be whole or happy. When I set myself free, it helps everyone. I trust that life unfolds in perfect harmony and alignment with my highest good and highest good of all of my loved ones. I release the need to control and surrender to the natural flow of my life. It's okay for me to still have old reactions. It takes time to unlearn years of old programming. I am happy with my progress. I am patient with any setbacks. I am patient with myself. I know I will continue reacting in the old way or will want to control the experience of another. All I need to do to start my journey to independence is notice. Notice when I react and not act on this reaction. I allow time for my old beliefs to lose their grip on me. I know a reaction is just a thought, no matter how urgent or real it seems. I don't have to act on the sense of urgency and anxiety. I am mindful and I observe my thoughts, especially around people that I used to think my happiness depended on. It gets easier and easier for me to stay in my world and allow other people to take care of theirs. It gets easier and easier to tell when I need to act and when I need to take a step back. I forgive myself easily when I slip up or get needy. I forgive myself for being unkind to others. I forgive myself for trying to manipulate others so I can be happy. I am learning, and I am okay. I do not need to feel completely free to act on an understanding that I am. I allow my thoughts and my feelings to come and go. I have them, but they do not define me. I trust my wisdom to point out things that are only mine to control, and what isn't mine to control. I am responsible for what I bring to the table. I choose to bring health, love, independence, and peace. I know if I bring fear into my world, I reinforce fear. If I bring freedom, I will inspire and affirm freedom. I show others by example that we don't have to wait for each other to make our world better. I trust my intuition. I practice listening to it. I honor and trust the wisdom that arises from within me, knowing that it is a reliable and valuable source of guidance in my life. I have access to my inner wisdom. I am open and receptive to the deep wisdom that flows from my inner being, guiding me towards clarity and understanding. I appreciate life. I appreciate learning and growing. I appreciate my body. I appreciate every act of kindness and love that I have been shown by others. I appreciate myself for every act of kindness and love that I have shown to the world. I appreciate my food, shelter, and being able to breathe. I appreciate me. We have come to the end of this recording. Thank you for listening and learning. I wish you success and peace as you learn to live a happier and more fulfilled life. Allow others to have their own experiences. Remember that anxiety often masquerades as intuition. You can't tell the difference because anxiety is self-serving. It does want to help the other, but only for its own sake. You may have learned as a child that it was your job to make sure others were happy, so you can have the kind of love that you needed at that time. That is in the past, and you were told wrong. It is time to unlearn that. It is not your job to make others happy. It is not your job to wait for them to love you. It is your job to light your light, to uncover love in your own heart, to lead by example. I wish you the best.
All material, copyright Anya.